Very good day. My name is Chengaming, the leader of our group. My team member has Larissa, Elisa, and Lim Jiaxuan. We are from G19, and our movie title is K-pop Demon Hunter. K-pop Demon Hunter is an action fantasy movie about a K-pop girl group who secretly fight demons. The story focuses on Rumi, who is half human and half demon, and how her secret affects the team. The main villain is Wima, who is a powerful demon who leads his group through fears and control. The movie shows the conflict between the fear and trust, and how teamwork and assistance leads to success.
Good day, my name is Elisa Lee Sing-wan, and I'll be presenting an analysis of organizational behavior of a key character in K-pop Demon Hunters, which is Rumi. Individual behavior, personality, and value. Her dual heritage as an idol and demon hunter defines her identity. She shines as a conscientious, extroverted, and charismatic leader, yet hides anxiety and guardedness from her secret life. Guided by loyalty, sacrifice, and responsibility, she balances her professional idol image with her authentic self in battles. Perceptions of self and others. Rumi views herself as an outsider, conflicted between her real and ideal self, often overcompensating with devotion and accountability. Publicly, she appears as a flawless, confident idol. To her team, she is a trusted leader, yet her secrecy creates distance, showing how perception directly shape trust and cohesion in organization. Workplace emotion, attitudes, and stress. Rumi experiences pride and satisfaction from teamwork and success, yet also struggles with fear of exposure, anxiety, and frustration. This creates emotional dissonance as she projects confidence while concealing fear. The stress of balancing dual roles is high, but her emotional intelligence helps support teammates and sustain morale. Employee motivation. Rumi motivation stems from both intrinsic and extrinsic factors. Intrinsically, she seeks acceptance, belonging, and self-worth. Extrinsically, she is driven by fame, recognition, and a deep duty to humanity. Motivation theories like self-determination, goal settings, and acceptancy explains her persistence. She leads with a transformational style, inspiring Mira and Zoe, while balancing her personal struggles with the collective drive of her team. Decision-making and creativity. Rumi relies on bounded rationality, making fast decisions under her pressure. Her intuition, sharpened by combat instincts and experience, guides her choice in critical moments. Creativity defines both her stage performance and her tactical approach in battle. Ethically, she prioritizes the greater good over herself. As a leader, she fosters innovation and psychological safety, encouraging her team to take risks and grow together. Power and influence in workplace. When Rumi's identity is revealed, her power and influence are shaken. She loses some legitimate authority, but Gino steps in, gaining influence through respect and persuasion. Over time, Rumi restores her credibility through her expert power by proving her combat skills. This shows that power in organization is not fixed. It is dynamic, situational, and strongly linked to trust and performance. Conflict and negotiation in workplace. Conflict arises when Rumi's secret is exposed, leading to mistrust and fear. Gino reframes this into task-based conflict by reminding the team of their shared missions. Negotiation follows with Rumi's promising honesty and the team agreeing to move forward together. This integrative approach restores cohesion and strengthens resilience, showing how effective conflict management can transform a potential breakdown into stronger unity.
My name is David. So now I'm presenting an organization behavior analysis of the character Gino. First is individual behavior, personality, and values. Gino behavior is shaped by his probability and pact with Juma. He shows leadership qualities with the Saja boys and also strengthens internally with guides and indecisions. Analyze him through the Big Five model. We see high neutralism, moderated openness, and shifting agreeableness. His value evolved from instruction like fame and survival to terminal, such as kindness and redemption. Dino is a transformational leader, but his flowered moral glow demonstrated how leadership can be dangerous when tied to analytical objective. Next, perception of self and other in organization. Dino perceives himself as cursed, a servant to Grima, but at the same time retains his human conscience. The Johari window model explains how his public charisma contracts with his hidden guides. At first, he views Huntrick as an enemy due to group identity, but Rumi changed these perspectives. Others perceive him differently, a servant and leader or a trait, with scrap identity conflicts. With Rumi positive perception, Dino breaks free of self-fulfilling prophecy that he in relation that the highlight how perception shapes reality and behavior in organization. Next is workspace, emotional, attitude, and stress. Emotional and attitude plays a huge role in Gino's journey. Initially, his loyalty to Grima, coolness, and rationalness. But internally, he feels guilt and compassion for Rumi. This emotional distortion leads to stress. His attitude changed from cynical complaints to value-driven decision. Stress arises from role conflicts being both Grima, Sevalon, and Rumi protection. According to the job demand resource model, Dino has high demands but limited supports. Rumi provides that emotional resource, helping him reduce stress, regrets, resilience, and align his action with the true values. Next is employee motivation. Dino begins with extrinsic motivation. He seeks survival, fame, and security, aligning with Maslow's lower level needs, but over time, his motivation shifts to intrinsic through self-determination theory. We see how autonomy, competence, and relatedness emerge. Rumi plays a key role here, providing recognition and connection. Herbert's two-factor theory also applies. Agree, fear, and punishment prevent dissatisfaction, but real satisfaction comes from motivations such as recognition and personal growth. His transformation showed that while extrinsic reward give short-term complex, intrinsic motivation driven long-term growth. This is for the employee motivation. The next slide is decision making and credibility. Dino decision evolved through the story. Initially, he applied rational decision making, but with analytical goals serving Grima, he also faced bounded rationality, with limited knowledge and fear affecting his choice. Creativity at this stage is manipulative, aimed at destroying Huntrix. Later, intrinsic motivation through identity credibility, as explained by amiability compensation theory. He's using his talent to protect, not harm, showing that ethical reflection can transform creativity into innovation. The lesson is that decision-making aligned with intrinsic value lead to more positive and creative outcome. Next slide is team dynamic for Rumi and Gino. When Rumi Demon heritage is prevalent, the group regrets to Tuckman Stockman stage, destructs and fear threatens team unity. Gino stepped in as a stabilizer, reminding the teams of their common mission, showing how leader can restore focus. Actually, the team recognized that Rumi heritage, once they sees a liability, is actually a strength. This is demonstrates how diversity, well embraced, can strengthen team performance and resilience. Next slide is team communication. At first, communication breakdown after Rumi's secret is revealed. Member reach with mistruck and Rumi become a defensive. Dino, however, show active listen and reframe the situation. This reduces conflicts and restores biological safety. Eventually, Rumi opens up and her vulnerability rebuilds trust within the teams. The lesson here is that effective communication requires both formal leadership, like Dino's mediation, and authentic honest, like Rumi openness. Together, they restore cohesion and trust. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Now I will present the organization behavior analysis of Grima. Grima acts with pride, anger, and strike control. His personality is arrogant and dominant, and he values power and obedience more than trust or kindness. Grima sees himself as the strongest and smartest leader. He looks down on others and treats his followers as tools instead of partners. He often feels angry and frustrated when things go wrong. His bad attitude and stress make his followers afraid and unhappy. He motivates his followers by using fear and punishment. This creates short-term obedience but no real loyalty or teamwork. Grima makes decisions alone and never listens to advice. His lack of creativity and flexibility causes failure in the final battle.
Good day everyone, my name is Lim Jiashen, and now it's my turn to talk about the organization behavior analysis of Mira. First, let's talk about the individual behavior, personality and values of Mira. Mira is a confident and decisive leader who naturally takes change during critical moments, and she is fearless in action but caring toward her teammates and showing both strength and empathy. Mira values unity, cooperation and responsibility and always put the team's success above personal fame. Her integrity guides her decisions, ensuring she stays true to her moral value while motivating others through her example. The second part, we have to talk about the perception of self and others in an organization. As you can see, Mira actually have a strong identity and team roles. Mira sees herself as a guardian and protector of the group and believes her presence ensures the team's safety and success. Her motives come from her high expectation of herself, and she strives to perform well so as not to disappoint her own standard. She values the strength of every member and recognizes their importance to the team balance. At first, she sometimes underestimates others under the stress, but over time she learned to trust and rely on her teammates and evolving from a solo leader into a more collaborative and inclusive one. Next, we have to talk about the workplace emotion, altitude and stress. Working in a high-stake demon hunting, Mira faced intense emotions like fear, determination and patience. However, she managed this feeling well, keep herself and her team stable under the pressure. Her emotional intelligence helped her to set the tones for the group, especially in time of crisis. Besides, she can maintain a positive attitude while she is viewing the challenge as opportunity for growth, which can uplift her teammates. Now we have to discuss the employee motivation of Mira. Mira motivative come from both internal and external sources. From the internal, her loyalty, moral duty, and protective nature drive her to perform her best for the team, while from external, the recognition and the respect from her teammates further reinforce her dedication. So her motivation align with Maslow's higher needs, esteem and self-actualization, as she can seek mastery, growth, and meaningful achievement. So the ultimate goal of Mira is not just from the personal success, but the lasting strength and unity of her team. And last, we have to talk about the decision-making and creativity of Mira. Mira decision-making blend rational analysis with intuition, which can allowing her to stay calm and make effective choice during the crisis. She is strategic yet flexible and always finding ethical and practical solutions. Besides, her creativity stands out of her leadership style, which can adapt her to changing situations and find new ways to overcome the challenge. And last, by using her teammates' strength and environment to her advantage, she can ensure the group can continue perform even when the plan fails. With the combination of logic, intuition, and creativity can make her a decisive and innovative leader under the pressure. That's all from Mira.
Rumi's secret about being half demon breaks the team's trust and balance. The group faces fear and confusion, but Gino helps them refocus on their mission and rebuild the teamwork. Communication also fails at first as members argue and doubt one another. Through Gino calm guidance and Rumi honesty that slowly restores the trust and cooperation. The power within the group shifts when Rumi loses respect and Gino becomes the main influencer. Later, Rumi proves her value and regains her teammates' trust through actions. The conflict caused by her secret turns into an opportunity for growth. Instead of breaking apart, the teams learns to communicate, negotiate, and unite toward a common goal. Leadership, culture, and change decide success or failure. Guima lives with fear and control, which destroys the trust and makes his organization weak. In contrast, Mira lives with care and empathy, rebuilding the trust and teamwork after Rumi's secret is revealed. Her leadership brings unity and victory. Guima organization is built on fear and obedience, while the Hunters group values honesty and teamwork. When Rumi's secret causes conflict, the Hunters change and grow stronger through communication and understanding. The movie shows that fear and control lead to failure, but trust, teamwork, and good leadership bring real success and positive change. In this movie, Rumi, Ginu, and Mira show trust, growth, and teamwork that strengthen the group. In contrast, Guima fear, control, destroy the trust, and lead to his downfall. In conclusion, Rumi, Ginu, and Mira succeed through honesty, empathy, and teamwork, while Guima fails because of fear and control. The movie teaches that trust, cooperation, and openness to change lead to success, but leadership based on fear causes failure. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you.